You're listening to Community Forum on KCCC 930 AM, sponsored by Eddy County, honoring God, country, and family, thriving with industry since 1889. Thank you for listening to Community Forum. My name's Johnny Chandler. I'm the owner of KCCC 930 AM and the host of Community Forum. We're here at the library at SNMC, who is one of our broadcasting partners. I'm here with, right sitting across from me, even though nobody can see me, is Mayor of Carlsbad, Rick Lopez. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Thank you. Second time you came on since you've been mayor, so I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Making me feel a little special, to be honest with you.
Well, I think you are a little special.
All right. Yeah, look at that. I'm going to quote that, put it on the top of my Facebook page. All right, Jeannie Watson to my right, age-friendly council chairman with the Carlsbad Chamber of Commerce, or age-friendly council in general, but you're also connected to the Chamber of Commerce. How are you?
That's great. I am wonderful. Great to be here.
Now, I just want to say for the record, Jeannie Watson is the reason that we have so much great local information about the miniature golf tournaments and everything going on. She makes a point to get us in the loop and keep us involved, so thank you for that. And then on my left is J.W. Suffin. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Good. Retirement director, the Carlsbad Chamber of Commerce. What's your handicap on the golf course, actually? Because I know you're a golfer.
It's really deceiving because I only play in tournaments, and I always surround myself with the two best people in town.
Oh, and you play like your best ball?
Yes. And so normally we come in with a 58 to a 62 when par is 72. But if I was out by myself, I'm probably an 18 handicapper.
Okay.
But don't tell anybody that.
Okay, we won't tell anyone that.
I want to be
all
on that first light every time.
Well, we are talking about golf. That's why I asked you about what your handicap was. Mayor, are you an avid golfer?
No, I've played a little bit, but I am not a golfer.
I'm with you. I go about once a year when somebody invites me, and I lose half the balls that I bring. Yeah, but I have a heck of a time.
I don't get invited often, but I have a great time.
You're not the ringer on the best round on the round ball, are you? Jeannie, are you a golfer?
You know, I used to be when I lived in Vegas, but here I'm just too busy.
Yeah.
But the miniature golf is just fabulous. It fits my lifestyle much better.
It is now, right? Really easy. Less walking for sure. You don't get to take a cart, though.
No, but I think I can walk that course.
Okay. So, Mayor, we had a miniature golf tournament once already, the second annual miniature golf tournament, the one that you carried over from Janway. But this is a first for us, right?
This is
what we're doing
good.
this. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and start off and give us some details, because nobody knows what I'm talking about except for it's a mini golf tournament at this point.
Well, thank you. Yes, we have a back-to-school miniature golf tournament, but it's bigger than just that tournament. The Affirming Hearts this is their third annual back-to-school event, and they have it at the band shell.
What group is that again?
That's the Child Advocacy Center here in Carlsbad.
All right.
They cover Carlsbad, Eddy County, Lee County, Hobbs. This is their third annual back-to-school event, but what we decided to do was add some features to this event.
Okay.
So it is going to be on July 27th. I'll work on their end, and then we'll add the rest of the features. So on their side, they have clothing vendors. They have some other small vendors for their event. They have the CYFDs there handing out information. Affirming Hearts, which is the Child Advocacy Center, they're handing out information. The schools will be there to register, plus hand out their information as far as school supplies for each school, start times, all that good stuff. So it's, like I said, a back-to-school event to just bring everybody together. They're also looking for more sponsors. They're attempting to purchase 500 backpacks, fully stocked, to give away, first come, first serve, and that's kind of one of the big draws to get kids there.
Right.
That's going to start after the miniature golf, so about 10-ish is when that part's going to happen. To make the event bigger, I reached out to Age Friendly to host the tournament. So they...
That's your phone, Rick.
I turned
Mayor
it
Lopez.
off. I could have turned it on. I played with it 3 times to make sure it was off.
Well, I'm going to sidetrack real quick. The notifications on cell phones, right? I mean, everywhere you go in society, it's like a different noise all the time. And we actually have banished my wife's phone from the bedroom when we're sleeping because of just the notification. Like 2, 3 in the morning, right? There's a notification that comes on. And I was like, all right, what is it? Is it important? It's 20% off jeans from someplace. You know what I mean? So I was like, we gotta manage that a little better.
I normally have all mine off, but I apologize.
No, that's not a problem at all. But you allowed me to tell a story and then embarrass my wife a little bit. So I won't be in trouble. But thank you. Okay,
you're welcome. That was for you. So we're trying to pull this event off, and what we decided to do would add to the event, and each group was going to do their own piece that they're the expert in. And like I was saying, the Age Friendly is going to host a golf tournament. They're great at that. The tournament, the Mayor's Miniature Golf Tournament, it was awesome. Mm-hmm. So they do a very good job at this. And then we're going to go ahead and open the water park for free. We're going to cycle folks in.
Okay, that was when you mentioned that before we recorded. I was going to ask how you were going to do that because you better show up right away, and then people will never leave, right?
Right. So we're going to our manager down there. He's going to cycle folks in. He's obviously operates the water park all year. He's got a good feel for the folks that are going to show up. So we're going to do 2, maybe 3-hour cycles to where you can come in, get an armband, enjoy the water park, and then everybody will be asked to leave, and then we'll cycle in a new group.
Right.
And if there's a long line, we'll cycle a little faster. If there's no line, then we'll let people play.
And then we can also let them know that if for some reason the water park is full, there's a beach right there for you to swim in as well.
And we're also working with another group that's Jerry Flores is going to get as many food trucks as possible in the parking lot. They're going to sell their food, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Not free. But the idea is to pick their 2 best menu items to speed up ordering.
Okay.
So they have all that in stock ready to go. So when you get up there, you have 2 choices.
Right.
And instead of looking through their whole menu, spending forever, we want to get people fed. We want it to happen fast. We want a variety. That's why we're going to get as many food trucks as possible there. So he's going to handle the food trucks. Affirming Hearts is going to handle the back-to-school event. Age Friendly is going to do the golf course. The city's going to do the water park. And it's just going to be a day of go down to the beach, get there early, and just have a whole day of fun.
Yeah, that sounds great. So think about food trucks. Recently Michelin, they do Michelin stars for restaurants, mostly fancy restaurants that are very expensive. But they recently issued a Michelin star to their first food truck ever, right? Really? I think this is in California, I believe. Don't quote me on the state, but I know that this happened. That food truck has 3 items only. That's all they've ever done, right? The idea behind what they do, they do amazing, right? And are winning Michelin stars as a result of a food truck. So I like the idea of just a couple of items because sometimes food trucks, the wait is a little while, right? I've owned a food truck at one point in my life, and it takes me a really long time to get the food out, and you've got a line, and people get frustrated and limited capacity. So I really like that idea. And then you almost have like a pseudo competition, right? With all the food trucks and their best items.
Their best items, and they get to showcase what they're good at. Like I say, we have fast ordering, we have fast turnaround time, and we hope to bring a lot of folks here. And we picked July 27th specifically because we avoided the New Mexico and the Texas tax-free weekends.
Right. Well,
we
good point.
Realized folks have to get out and get these school clothes for these kids,
right?
And we didn't want them to miss that.
Yeah, and then the beginning of August is once August 1st hits, it's all about back to school. Like, and all your money and all your thought and everything is getting your kids ready to go back to school. True. So it makes it a little bit difficult. It's a smart choice.
And the only competition, unfortunately, I believe the Eddy County Fair is that weekend. But there are several days.
Yeah, there's a bunch of days.
This is a one-and-done event for us. We're trying to pack it all into one day, go down there and just get it all taken care of.
I want to shift to Jeannie for a second, if that's okay. So Mayor said he reached out to you, the Age Friendly Committee, to host the miniature golf tournament, right?
He did, and I just have to say we're really honored to be able to be participating in this event. We have done the mini golf tournament 2 years in a row. There were a few bugs the first year. This last year, it went just really smooth, and we were so honored also to have the little competition that we had between the mayor and Representative Brown, and that was just highlight.
Who won that one again?
I did not.
You did not win. Okay. Well, you started out the interview by saying you're not a big golfer, so fair enough.
And I'm not a good loser. I couldn't have lost to a better person. I'll give you that, but. She's not going to win next time.
Okay, all right. He's been practicing. You're using JW for some lessons.
Yes.
All right, so give us some details about July 27th, when you should be there, how you should be there, how much it's going to cost, all those type of things.
Sure. So July 27th is a Saturday. So our registration for the golf tournament is open at 8:30. You can register now. And we prefer you go down to the golf course and register. All the sign-up sheets are there and ready. There is a $5 fee, an entry fee, and that's at $5. And then we'll be divided into groups. So we have a 5 to 8-year-old group, we have 9 to 11-year-olds, and then 12 to 15. So we have 3 groups. We'll have a first, second, and third prize for each of those groups. So first come, first serve. We can allow a total of 72 kids. So if we fill up.
72 over 3 age groups.
Yes.
Got it.
All together.
Okay.
So it'll be a shotgun start. So everybody will start on their own hole, right? And all at the same time. And so we'll start right at 9 o'clock, and we anticipate 45 minutes to an hour. Hopefully we'll all be done by 10.
Sure.
And then they'll proceed over to a different location.
To the band shell.
Right across the river.
Right.
And so, we're really honored that we were invited to participate. And one of the things that Age Friendly has looked for, which is why JW was so, it was great for him to pick this first miniature golf. We wanted some activities that would appeal to the kids.
Right.
Age Friendly is exactly that. It's all ages. And so we have some senior events, some family events with our green chili cheeseburger contest, and some other events throughout the year. So we really love that this event's going to be carried on. We're hoping this will become an annual event that Age Friendly can participate in year after year.
So go to the golf course and sign your kid up right away, right? Don't hesitate, even though you can wait until the last minute if you want to. Don't, right? There's only 72 people only 72 entrants. And then so this is taking the design, JW, I'm going to turn to you for this one, because this is also taking the idea of what everybody does on Christmas on the Pecos, right? And that new bridge that we have over the river. And it's making sure that what we do and everything that we do is kind of incorporating both sides of the river to really attract everybody across, because it's easier than ever to get across, right? So the idea is that's kind of what we're doing. We're starting on the miniature golf side, then we're doing the miniature golf tournament, then we're all walking to basically all kind of headed over to the band shell and to the side where the food trucks are and go swimming and get into the water park.
Absolutely. We'll do a check-in time at 8:30, and of course we'll start at 9. And our hopes are that when we have 72, we've already got 4 or 5 teams signed up already.
Right.
And so if the kids want to sign up between now and then for the miniature golf tournament and start, and then again, it's such a great transition just right across the street.
Right.
With the bridge, and again at 10 o'clock, if they're going to open up the water park, perfect.
Yeah.
And then the food vendors will be there, and then I suspect that the band shell will be the main.
Correct.
I mean, it's why, because you got that shaded canopy over there too, and all the beautiful trees. Like no matter what the temperature is, it's a kind of a nice spot to be.
It's a lot cooler than when we ran our green chili cheeseburger contest. By the water park, there's no trees and stuff now.
Yeah.
It's all brand new grass, gorgeous, but it's about 8 or 10 degrees.
Yeah, right. Heats up better than on the asphalt, but still pretty warm. All right, excellent. So, is there? I doubt there is. I'm going to ask this question, think I know the answer already. Okay. So the idea is there a criteria for young people that need a backpack, or you just show up and you can get one?
It's a show up and get one.
Okay. So we're looking at quite a few fully loaded backpacks that are going to be necessary. If you have 5 teams already, and if you have more than 72 registrants, we're anticipating 75 to 100 backpacks potentially. I don't know how many more you can do.
Affirming Hearts is trying to reach 500.
Okay, 500 backpacks. So
that's their goal.
They're getting started. So how can we still need sponsors? How can we help?
So Affirming Hearts is accepting sponsors. On their website, there is a vendor list, a way to sign up to be a vendor if you want to choose to come down and sell your product. They're doing a lot of crafts and whatnot. They have a few clothes vendors and different things like that. And there's also the ability to sponsor. To make
a monetary donation.
To make a monetary donation towards the free backpacks.
And do we know the website where people should go for that?
It's Affirming Hearts. Let me pull it up.
Basically, you don't have to look up the website. I'd really, Jeannie and JW, to sidetrack real quick, the www.this and this. How about you type in Affirming Hearts, Carlsbad, New Mexico in Google. Sure. Or Bing, or whatever search, or Safari, or whatever search engine you use, and you'll find it right away. Just make sure you put Carlsbad, New Mexico. Otherwise, it'll send you to California, as we know.
Yes.
We all know that. Yes. You're kind of tired of that a little bit. Now,
correct.
So we're still looking for more sponsors, right?
Yes, we are.
That's important. And there's a bunch of different sponsorships level. Are we familiar with the sponsorship levels, or are we just going to ask them to go to the website? And
just go to the website. I know Permian Resources, I think, is one of their major sponsors.
Great.
So I know there's companies that have reached out to want to help and help Carlsbad and all our children. So yes.
Yeah. Now tell me a little bit, and Mary, you may know this, Jeannie and JW. Like I'm only 3 years in this community on September 1st, right? I actually know the exact date that I purchased the house and we moved down here. So I'm only 3 years in the community. But how big is the need in our community for students to have the backpack and the school supplies that are necessary? Is that a very large need?
Yes, I'm gonna reach out and say yes. So as we can all remember, the schools went after $300 million to just build schools.
Right.
We're short just in buildings.
Right.
We're short with teachers. I can't imagine what we're short on supplies.
Right.
I mean, let's just look at the temperature in the room.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look around us, we can't keep up with our infrastructure. We can't keep up with our building.
How can
we keep up with supplies? I mean, and the cost of everything. I can't imagine. I mean, I have 5 grandkids, and I know it's expensive, but it's just if you look at outfitting a child from outfits to backpacks to supplies, that expense is huge.
Right, and then and the pressure to
kids.
make sure that you have that new backpack every year at school,
Yes.
and the latest. Are trapper keepers cool still? I don't know if they are or not.
I don't think so.
Okay, but it was important to have the latest trapper keeper in middle school. Those type of things that parents are really.
So United Way and I have been partnering up for the last month or two, and Rhonda's on their particular committee now. And from what I'm getting from them, they're feeding the homeless on Fridays,
right,
once a month, and then they're also through a couple of other organizations and stuff. They're providing clothing for the kids and stuff. The need, they're telling me, with what's happening at the border, the amount of people they're in, it's 2 and 3 times as many kids. If there was 50 2 years ago, there's a need of 150.
Right.
So it's doubled and tripled from what it's been the last previous 2 years.
And then, just to be honest, there's poverty everywhere, right? There are people in every single community that need help, they need a leg up, and have to struggle with that every year, despite how hard they may work, right? So that just makes sense that there's going to be need everywhere, and so this is a great way to do it, right? It's a great way to team up a fun day and food trucks and go out there and have a good time. And not have, I think that just sometimes when you show up and here's your backpack, you kind of singling people out sometimes when you don't couple it with the big event. You know what I mean? We don't want young people to feel singled out.
For sure we don't. And there's other programs. So what I'd like to plug in right now is, if you normally give to United Way, you normally give to Faith, Love, and Hope, you normally give to the, I think it's the Alliance, Carlsbad Alliance League, continue. Okay. If you're looking for somewhere to give, contact Affirming Hearts. I'm not trying to change what you normally do, because there's so many programs around town that help. I know the United Way is doing Stuff the Bus. That's a program that I'm not too familiar with, but I understand it's for children. And then there's the Faith, Love, and Hope. They also do backpacks. I know they're getting geared up for that, and they also have clothes. So there's so many different programs out there. Right. Continue to give to them. I'm not trying to take away from them. Right. But if you're looking for a program, or you have children, come down to the event.
Okay, yeah, come to the event. Check out all of the places that are helping. And, we'll go back to United Way real quick with Kyle leading it as executive director now. It's poised to do better than ever, obviously. But the United Way is an organization that actually gives to other nonprofits, right? Correct. So. And then you can also designate how you would like your donation to the United Way to be spent, right? So if you want to give money and I want it to go 100% to Affirming Hearts, United Way can help facilitate that as well.
Correct.
Right? Or you can go directly to them. Or I've never heard of Affirming Hearts before, so how about people with the wallets that donate, just also add them to their list? Why not,
And that was formerly the Cavern City Child Advocacy Center.
Okay, Cavern City Child Advocacy Center. Now Affirming Hearts.
Now is Affirming Hearts.
Okay, I like Affirming Hearts a little bit better. It rolls off the tongue a little more.
A lot easier.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so we're about 20 minutes in. I'm looking at this. I'm seeing trophies and prizes will be awarded. So I'd love to get into that a little bit. Who's handling the trophies and the prizes?
The trophies and the prizes, yes. The mayor has always been very generous. Every time we get a hole in one of the kids gets a hole in one, we want them to come back to the golf course. We don't want to be inside. We don't want to be on the couch. So he's generously given free miniature golf passes, and same with water park passes and stuff. So we'll have a few of those so that the kids can come back later on and participate in all that. Trophies and stuff, we did bobbleheads for...
That's right. I remember the bobbleheads. Those were cool.
We did bobbleheads and, 3 first, second, and third prizes for each age group, 9. 7 of the kids came back to me in the last 3 weeks. They've seen me at different locations. Love the bobbleheads.
Yeah.
The little kids bouncing up and down. Rihanna, the little gal that ran it, was at dinner the other night at Lucy's, and she came running over and hugged me, and she said, "Oh, that is the cutest thing." She's got it. She's won a number of awards already in golf, but she said, "Oh, that was perfect." So, same way, we'll come up with something that the trophies the kids will enjoy.
We'll really enjoy. Yeah.
The participation level, we want them to come back. We don't want them sitting around the house and stuff. So the city of Carlsbad's done so much. Down at the beach area. Obviously, you've got cornhole boards. We've got a basketball court. We've got pickleball, sand volleyball there. There's so many activities. They don't have to be inside. Again, there's over 60 or 70 things to do within a mile area there.
Right.
And all encased with water. So, obviously, if you like to fish, if you like to kayak, to boat, jet ski,
my wife and I we love stand-up paddle boarding.
Yes.
Right, we like to go in by the flume, and then we don't really take it all the way to the beach, but then we go back. You know what I mean? That's what we seem to enjoy the most. Something that we could not do when we lived in Albuquerque, by the way. You do not want to take a stand-up paddleboard into the Rio Grande.
Into the Rio Grande. You can walk across.
just so you know, there's not the same style of recreation that there is here. Just to brag about Carlsbad a little bit more. All right, let me double check. City of Carlsbad back to school mini golf tournament. It's the Carlsbad Miniature Golf Course, 901 Muscatel Avenue here in Carlsbad. Most people listening should know, but we're within an 80-mile radius. So if you're in Roswell or Hobbs and you see this, you can come and join our miniature golf tournament. You can see how we probably have the best one in the region. Actually, the state, I think. 8:30 a.m. check-in time, 9 a.m. shotgun start. We're asking for 72, but as you said, JW, if it goes over, we're going to accommodate.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We'll have most of the day. And not everybody can swim and stuff. So if there are some kids that get started out late, no, we will definitely add up all the scores. We'll have some winners and stuff. But we'll put as many kids on the golf course as we can.
So we're doing an award ceremony about 10 o'clock when everything sums up, and then we're all going to march across the river together in a way, right? Enjoy the food trucks, go grab some backpacks, try to get the young people excited for school. They're not really thinking about school yet, but we'll do our best to get them excited and to show that we care. And then what a great day at the beach. You know, what a great day at the beach.
And I'm real excited to get all the families out there and just enjoy your last weekend of the summer.
Right.
You know, before school starts. And you know, we just want, I don't know, we just want to bring the community together. Right. We have so much to offer down at the beach, and I love showcasing it.
I agree with you completely. It's very unique. It's I drive by it just about at least once or twice a week, even if I'm not stopping by, just to see the activity and all the cars and the people. And then it's a nice slow cruise and the river and the trees. Yes. Yeah, it's wonderful. Just driving through there is really great. And it is a pretty big cruise spot too, huh? Yes. You get that parking lot cruise. It's a good time.
You know, the boats start this weekend. Chamber of Commerce is running.
Nice. I was wondering, so the concession stand is going to be open too, or that stand's going to be
already open?
So you can rent paddle boards and all that stuff. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. We had a little bit of problems with the train, with the scaffolding and stuff. That's been removed. Okay. We can get our boat under. So Saturday will be the first day. But that'll also be available on July 27th. So, again, maybe we can do something with the boats and get some of those kids on the boat.
That would be great. You know, I married into a family that ran that business for almost 30 years. I'm very familiar with it, and I think whoever's taken it over in the chamber's done a really nice job. And since I married into that family and was kind of like told to do this, I'm not disappointed that we moved on to something else. But after 30 years, you know,
we're still looking for the paddleboard.
Yeah,
paddle wheel that she ran years ago.
Oh yeah, that one, the George.
Sure.
Yeah, no, that thing has been scrapped. It has been sold for scrap metal.
We would love to have it back.
I never saw that in operation, right? It died right before I met my wife and we were hanging out, so I never got to see it. But I do know from the photos, it just added a spectacular look to the community that those things don't even exist anymore, those boats. No. I don't think, anywhere.
No, they don't.
All right.
It was awesome, for sure.
Yeah, it was. All right, so Mayor Lopez, go ahead and hype us up on a closing statement on this event. You organized it, sell it to us.
Well, I helped facilitate it.
Okay.
I have a lot of great folks working on this, and like I said, I feel that we reached out to the experts that can do what they do best, and this is going to be an awesome event. This is something you don't want to miss. I think you want to bring out and just have a day. Short of paying $5 for the golf tournament, short of buying some lunch, it's going to be very inexpensive for everything that you're going to get out of this. You can make a whole day down here,
right.
And it's going to be awesome for these kids and for these parents. And there's nothing better than to burn some energy out there at the beach.
Yeah, get them a good night's rest for them.
Exactly. So that'll give parents a little date night, maybe Saturday night after the kids are wore out.
Nice.
So come out, have fun, and just meet some new people and just have a great weekend.
All right. Somebody mentioned some sponsors. I'll mention them. City of Carlsbad, Carlsbad Chamber of Commerce, the Age Friendly Committee, Affirming Hearts, Permian Resources, I think you may have mentioned, and then every other sponsor that has yet to sign up, and we know you will because this community comes together like that all the time, so we appreciate that. Affirming Hearts, Carlsbad, New Mexico is a great place to donate specifically for this event. But don't forget all the other great charities as we discussed. JW, you got a closing statement for us?
You know, I don't want... We have $5 per person, and that's what's going to buy the trophies. We didn't go out and get a sponsor for this.
Yeah.
We don't want that to deter anyone. If this particular child doesn't have any money, trust me, they're going to be able to play.
Yeah.
We're not going to stick to.
There'll be somebody with $5, no problem.
Yes, somebody will be able to donate for them and stuff. So again, don't let that deter any of these kids from registering, signing up. We'll take care of the funds.
Well, I mean, and if you need a backpack and school supplies, if you need that, you need to be down there. It's important, right? And so That's it. So, yes, don't let the $5 be a barrier. Know that you'll get your student equipped and excited for school when you go down there as well, which I think is real important. New stuff makes you excited about it, and then we're getting students excited about school because of this new stuff. So, Mayor, I like it. It sounds really great. I was pumped up the minute Jeannie called me and told me she wanted to do a radio show. So, Jeannie, we're going to let you close since you called me and organized this.
Awesome. Well, we're just really, really honored and excited to be able to participate on the behalf of the Age Friendly Council, and we're hoping that this is going to be just a knock it out of the park last summer day for the kids and the whole family. All of the activities that have been planned by the mayor and staff, it's just, you do not want to miss this event. So what a great way to celebrate and bring everyone together, take care of the kids. So come out, everybody, come out, take care of the kids, have a wonderful day at the park.
July 27th, we're starting at 8:30 a.m. at the Miniature Golf Course. Carlsbad Mayor Rick Lopez, thank you, sir, for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
J.W. Sutphin and Jeannie Watson, thank you both very much.
Always a pleasure.
Our pleasure.
You're listening to Community Forum on KCCC 930 AM, sponsored by Eddy County, honoring God, country, and family, thriving with industry since 1889.